It's Christmas. I'm doing the Festive 500. Let's go!
The Festive 500 is a Christmas holiday cycling challenge. The goal is to ride 500k in 8 days. It spans from the 24th to the 31st of December. If you want to ride the same distance every day, it will be 62.5k every day. Riding 500k in 8 days can be a challenge even during the summer, but doing it during the winter and with Christmas and family obligations and everything else, it's an even bigger challenge. My goal for the challenge is first of all to, of course, ride the 500k, and also I wanted to ride as much as possible outside. Besides that, I had no plan whatsoever. The last few months leading into this challenge, I've been training pretty steady, slowly building fitness, training around 8 to 10 hours a week. But the last few weeks were quite challenging because our little baby boy were sick on off the entire month of December, and I was even down with some sickness as well. But coming into Christmas, I started to feel just a tiny bit better. Day one of the Festive 500, I really wanted to get a great start, but the weather was absolutely shit. A mix of rain and snow, and after riding around 5 minutes I was totally soaked. But the spirits were high nonetheless, and I managed to stay warm and happy. But after around 2 hours, I started to become quite cold and decided to call it a day and head on home. The numbers of the day were 2 hours, 20 minutes of riding and 64.9k ridden. After the ride, it was time for Christmas celebrations. Day 2. After a nice and cozy Christmas Eve with lots of eating and drinking, it was time to get back on the bike. This day was completely different than the day before. No rain, no snow and dry roads, but instead of the wet conditions, I had crazy winds. After riding around 2 hours, I just couldn't take the wind anymore and decided to head on home. I rode 47.2k on the day, which got me a bit behind the daily average. Day 3 of the Festive 500. Being a bit behind the average was a bit of a problem because on the third day I didn't have that much time to ride. Luckily, I had no rain, no snow and no crazy wind to contend with. So I was pretty happy about that. But instead I had pretty icy roads, which made for a pretty sketchy ride at times. But luckily I managed to stay upright. For a bit more than 90 minutes and got 45.1k in the books, and then it was straight into family celebrations. As I mentioned, doing the Festive 500 isn't easy at all, so why do it? Well, first of all, I felt like it was a good chance to kind of give my fitness a bit of a boost, make a stay-at-home training camp. Second of all, I really like these kind of challenges. I find them quite fun and enjoyable. And thirdly, during the Christmas you tend to sit a lot and eat and drink, so it's just a great opportunity to get away from the table and get some fresh air.
Day 4 of the Festive 500, 27th of December. Really starting to feel the Christmas fatigue setting in. Lots of eating, lack of sleep, lots of drinks, so on. And if I want to hit my goal of getting to the 500k before the new year, I really have to get in a longer ride today, even though I don't really feel like it. It's a bit later in the day than the previous rides I've done, so I'll probably have to finish off in the dark.
Every single day I feel it.
Every single day I feel the pressure. Double up the work, let's make it extra. Working so my mother get a rest, yeah. Working like I never knew I'm blessed, yeah. Every single day I feel the pressure. Diamonds in my eyes, I know I'm special. In the gym, I gotta get my reps up. In the gym, I gotta get my working. I can't leave it all the chances, make it certain. Yeah, I had to lose it all to find my purpose. Yeah, but I won't do that twice, it made me nervous. Let's get to working. I'm like check 1, check 2, gonna get it.
After around 60k, I got a flat on my rear tire. Had to take some time to fix it, of course. And by now it was actually starting to become pretty dark. But I bought some lights, so that was not a problem at all. But 10 minutes after getting back onto the bike after fixing my flat, my front light ran out of battery. So now I was in totally dark conditions and it wasn't safe at all to ride. So I had to use the flashlight on my phone to just be visible for the cars coming by, and decided to head on home instead of risking anything unnecessary. I ended up riding around 2 hours 40 minutes, 72k, so not quite what I hoped for. Day 5. By now I've had a few days not going quite the way I wanted regarding to how many Ks I've ridden. I was a bit too far behind my daily average than I would like to be. Also because I knew that in the coming days I wouldn't be able to ride all that much. So I decided to jump onto Zwift and try and ride as fast as possible in around an hour and a half.
It'll be the first time on Zwift this winter.
So I got in 1 hour 40 minutes and got 61 Ks in. Not bad, but not great either. After the ride it was straight into family get together, even more drinking and even more eating. Day 6, the day after day 6, I had planned a gravel race, so I really didn't want to dig myself into too big of a hole. And also I was a bit hungover from the day before, so I yet again jumped on to Zwift and did a shorter ride, 40 minutes and 25.7 Ks done. Day 7, race day. Unfortunately, I made the biggest rookie mistake of them all and forgot to charge my camera. So I rode the entire race with a camera mounted to my bike, not able to film anything, which was too bad because it was pretty cool conditions, even though it was very wet and raining all day long. But the roads and the scenery and all were just superb. One of the greatest places to ride your gravel bike. The race was in a place called Thy in the northern western part of Denmark. I went with my wife, we both did the race, and I rode 86.2k on the day. The last 15k or so, I had absolutely non-functional brakes because the sand just completely destroyed my bike.
Okay, it's the last day of the Festive 500 and I am a wreck. I'm so tired after the race yesterday and from all the K's ridden this holiday. And I am still almost 98 K's short. I have around 2 hours and 20 minutes to ride today. So it seems like a bit of a stretch to be able to get all the way to 500. But right now I'm in Zwift, I'm riding Zwift. And I'm gonna use every trick in the book to try and get as many K's in as shortest time as possible. And yeah, well, then we'll see how we stack up by the end. And I'll try and find a race or any possibility to draft and get some free speed. Let's get it.
Even though it seemed completely impossible to get all the way to 500, I really wanted to finish off in style and get as close as possible, and also just emptying the tank completely. By the end, I managed to do 90.4k, and that left me with a total of 492k in 80 days. So close, but yet not all the way. I could very easily imagine myself doing this again next year, but I will definitely do it a bit different. First of all, the main thing I really want to do next year is to plan it way better. Have a few more days where I ride a lot longer, and then maybe even a few days off the bike, leaving me with a bit more time to have some Christmas get together with the family. Hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, see ya.